What's up, guys? Back again. This one's going to be kind of moving away from the initial technical side that we kind of started on with our first section. Really basic stuff, but before we get into anything advanced, I want everyone to understand kind of what I was talking about with the last section. Um, how trading is more of psychology than anything, and what that actually means, the things that people aren't telling you, and what you need to understand going into trading. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to pick up trading without making some serious changes to your life, assuming that you're an average person, grew up, especially in like the Western society with social media, current technology, uh, what everyone else's lifestyle is like right now, and all of that, because it's a lot different. Trading isn't just a skill necessarily, it is, but to really get to that next level, it's more of a lifestyle. So, psychology, intro one. I want to explain why it's crucial. So, trading is a game of awareness. I kind of mentioned this before in earlier videos. Trading is a game of awareness. It's a game of there are X number of participants, and the ones at the top who are taking money from the ones lower on that scale, they just have more awareness and they're more in tune with the market and more in tune with themselves. They know themselves better. They know the market maybe better, but more importantly, they know themselves better. That's how you win in trading. It isn't from finding the perfect technical combination, the perfect indicator, the perfect whatever bullshit you're going to hear out there, because that is what everyone tells you, and I'm here to tell you what everyone isn't telling you. It's a game of awareness. It's a game of the minds. And to really go up in trading, you need to improve yourself. So at the end of the day, this is a journey of self-improvement as much as it is learning how to make fucking money. So think of it like a ladder. And assuming you're an average person, maybe like 20-year-old, you went to high school, you graduated, maybe now you're in college, maybe now you're not, maybe you're working a normal job. What the average person does is goes to work or school or whatever, comes home, watches TV, plays video games, eats shitty food, junk food, goes to sleep, wakes up, repeat every day. This is part of the system that has been developed over the past few decades, especially with technology really coming up. It's kind of changed the way that humans have went forward. We've never had this happen before in history, obviously, and it's just getting crazy. But basically, you need to understand that you have two sides to your brain. I would write this down. This is really important. You have two sides to your brain. I'm still learning this stuff along the way, so just kind of take notes and understand that I'm also still a student of this stuff, still trying to learn, but I'm trying to help you and tell you the things I wish that someone had told me that they didn't. You have two sides of your brain. This is why everyone says trading is all psychology. You have two sides to your brain. You have your amygdala and you have your prefrontal cortex. Okay, now your amygdala is going to be your less evolved, the older part of your brain. And the prefrontal cortex is the most advanced, most evolved, up-to-date part of your brain. This is your logical side, your prefrontal cortex. Now your emotional side is your amygdala. Okay, the goal of meditation, the goal of being mindful is to learn and distinguish between when your amygdala is controlling you, when your prefrontal cortex is controlling you. This might sound crazy, but this is totally true. You can fact check me, whatever. So you need to adopt a lifestyle or a way of looking at yourself to control your emotion. You can control your emotion. You can move up on that awareness ladder I was talking about. To do that, you need to understand what the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex are and their roles. So, let's say you're addicted to something. Say you're addicted to something, you get cravings for something like, oh hey, I really want to eat this chocolate bar. That's your amygdala giving you that response. It's not your logical side, because your logical side's going to know, oh hey, if I eat this chocolate bar, it's bad for me. This is how I stay fat, this is how I stay unhealthy, blah blah blah. Your amygdala is the one saying, oh, it's just one chocolate bar, who cares, let's go back to my diet tomorrow, something. That's what you need to understand, and you need to figure out a way, whether it's through meditation, through journaling, through other methods that I'll talk about later on in the internship. I just want to kind of make this like an introduction to it, kind of explain the difference between these two things. And your goal is to control your amygdala. So that's one. Two is there are literally thousands upon thousands of very smart motherfuckers out there in every single industry, whether it's social media, whether it's nutritionists, whether it's whatever. These people are literally making traps to take control of your amygdala and your emotional side and get you invested in whatever it is that makes them money, regardless of the consequences it has for you. This is more like why the actual reasoning behind why these systems, the current system, state of the world, society, look around. Everyone's fat, everyone's lethargic, lazy, no one actually tries. The vast majority of the population, like I said, literally goes to work their 9 to 5, comes home, watches TV, eats junk food, jacks off, goes to bed, wake up, do the exact same thing the next day, and they hate their lives, and then they wonder why. They are controlled by their brain, their amygdala, their emotional side, and they don't even know it. You have a choice to make on whether or not you want to take control, or you want to continue living in this system on repeat for the rest of your life, being controlled by the people who are designing the system to capitalize off of you and your amygdala, your emotional side. Because they know it's much easier for you to fall into that addiction, that emotional side, than it is for your logical side to be strong. So later on, as we go through this kind of psychological section, I'll explain in more depth, but just kind of wanted to break this down really quick. But basically, the psychological section is going to be explaining this better, and then I'm going to be telling you essentially ways you can go about actually fixing this over time. Things you can do. Meditation, journaling, just a few of them. I know the basic stuff, but it genuinely helps. And it gets easier over time. Think of it like going to the gym. You don't just go into the gym and then have a weak day, have a bad day in the gym, and then because of that, you just decide to quit the gym forever. That's not how you should go about this. It's a process. It's something that takes time to develop, and it's something you need to be aware of, and just accept that, because I promise you, the more time and energy you focus into it, the better results you'll achieve.